everyone realizes that tokenization is going to be the future of finance. And if we look at the largest asset managers in the world, the largest banks in the world, the largest corporations, they're all very active in blockchain technology, looking at how they can improve their processes, reduce costs, and increase the velocity of their capital.
Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another CYPRX video banger. In today's video breakdown, we're going to be jumping down the rabbit hole, displaying fundamentals and video clips, explaining to you guys why I'm so bullish on the digital asset XDC. We're going to be showing you guys that the XDC network in some way, shape, or form is integrated with some of the largest organizations in the world, including organizations like Swift. So stick around for today's video breakdown, especially if you are an XDC holder or if you're new to XDC. Today's video breakdown you're not going to want to miss. So let's just dive in. I'm going to share my screen. Let's get into today's information. We're going to start here because an individual on the X space commented on a video that I posted just a couple of days ago, discussing and talking about the current market landscape. And they said, increased activity in the crypto market is always exciting. Now, I'm curious, do you think that we will see a ripple effect in the XDC market as well? Now, personally, I do not deliver any bullish Moonboy hopium or price predictions on this channel unless they are intraday trading targets for short-term profit taking and capital reallocation in market pullbacks. However, I will say this, XDC is one of my biggest holdings. I am extremely bullish on the future outlook and perspective of this digital asset and what the XDC network is doing and building behind the scenes, as you all can see. First off, right off the bat, what I look for in my investment portfolio is assets that I think are going to perform very well, where the risk is skewed lower to the downside compared to the upside potential. As you can see here by this monthly display of XDC price action, you can see the downside risk is extremely minimal comparative to the upside potential that we could experience if the XDC digital asset just goes back to its all-time high. Now, again, I firmly believe that in this next massive utility bull market cycle, we're going to see a lot of utility assets, including XDC, surpass their previous all-time high, which as of right now is recorded at about 19 cents, currently trading at about 2 cents. I have a firm belief that this is a massive opportunity. Again, not financial advice, but this is what I look for, right? Minimum downside risk in case the market does go lower. You guys can see areas of interest. I am accumulating XDC right now, anything below 3 cents. If we do go lower, I'm looking for XDC to come in at about half a penny or to a penny or a cent, where we were accumulating orders back in July 2020 before we had a massive bull run on the digital asset XDC. But right now we are accumulating orders right now at about, give or take, 2.5 cents, right below 3 cents. Okay. So in my personal opinion, this is an opportunity. This is not a technical analysis video breakdown. I just wanted to show you guys, risk to reward, why I am loading heavy bags into the digital asset XDC right now. Now, if we break above 3 cents, my accumulation areas of interest will be broken and I will not be accumulating any more XDC. So now, in my personal opinion, it is an opportunity to be accumulating at these lows. All right. Moving on. I just wanted to show you guys that over on the X space a couple days ago, I've been posting mad information behind the scenes about developments ongoing in the XDC network. For example, I posted information about multiple closed door meetings that the XDC leadership has been a part of over the past consecutive couple of weeks. Here you can see right here, XDC attending another closed door meeting hosted by Infocom Media Development Authority, or IMDA, in the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. You guys can click that on my X profile and you can read a little bit about that. That's not what this video is about, but I just wanted to show you guys. I think I made a video breakdown about this just a couple days ago. And then here you can see another closed door meeting, XDC Sunil Sinapati in a closed door meeting discussing evolving regulatory frameworks, shaping the future of global trade finance. And included in this closed door meeting was also Andre Casterman. All right. Now, Andre Casterman is going to be attending and hosting at this event right here, or a speaker at this event. TFD initiative. You can see this is happening, the 2024 Trade Finance Investor Day. XDC is a major sponsor here. You can see Andre Casterman. You can also see Billy Siebel, Executive Director at the XDC Foundation. You guys can read a little bit about this here. You can see the event sponsors. XDC is the platinum sponsor at this event. I highly suggest you guys take it upon yourselves to see what's happening behind the scenes with the XDC network and trade finance. At the Trade Finance Investor Day, they're going to be exploring supporting SME focused originators in sourcing liquidity, the role of asset-backed securitization or ABS in trade finance, and how credit insurers and development banks integrate into ABS structures. Now, this is upcoming. This is taking place, I believe, the first or second week of November. Yeah, so the 11th of November through Tuesday, the 12th. Okay, so this is an upcoming event. Hopefully, we can see some possible video clips or something like that on YouTube posted about this event so we can actually see and hear some of the commentary made at this event, which I firmly believe is something to be looking forward to. Now, moving on, I want to get into real-world asset tokenization and some commentary from some of the video clips that I have for you all today before we get into the massive fundamental that I have to share with you guys that just released in October about Swift's integration with Trade Enabler and how Trade Enabler is utilizing the XDC network. Let's just take a second, and I want you guys to listen. Pay attention to detail here, okay? Here we're going to be talking about how everybody in these panel discussions, they're literally openly talking about how everybody realizes that trillions of dollars are going to come on chain, that everything is going to be tokenized in the near future. Okay, so let me represent my screen so you guys can actually hear this audio. We're going to be playing two video clips back to back so you guys can hear this, but just listen to what they say. This is, let me just give you guys this gentleman's credentials, Angus O'Callaghan, head of XDC markets. So you guys know who this gentleman is. And then I'm going to play another video clip of an individual sitting on stage in front of large enterprises, organizations, regulators, stating that they firmly believe that trillions of dollars are going to come on chain. So just listen to what they say here.
Now, as someone who looks closely on the market trends, right, blockchain has completely always evolves, right?
Yeah.
So what are the market trends that you think that is most relevant to XDC, and how do you think that will help XDC evolve in the crypto space?
So interestingly, so I professionally have been in Web3 since 2018, around the same launch date as XDC network.
Correct.
So quite interesting that we're about the same age. So I've been focused on tokenization, and so has XDC from the very start. The network itself was built around tokenization, real-world assets, trade finance, payments, all the stuff that in 2018, 2019 didn't seem to be possible at the time. That's a whole different game now. Everyone realizes that tokenization is going to be the future of finance. Everyone realizes that tokenization is going to be the future of finance.
And, so we're taking a big step back. I think everyone in this room agrees that we're going to see billions or actually trillions of dollars of financial assets ledgered on public blockchains over the next several years, maybe decades, depending on your view.
And if we look at the largest asset managers in the world, the largest banks in the world, the largest corporations, they're all very active in blockchain technology, looking at how they can improve their processes, reduce costs, and increase the velocity of their capital.
So you guys heard those two individuals talk about how real-world asset tokenization is going to be massive in the future. The gentleman said on stage how they believe, everyone in this room, firmly believes that trillions of dollars are going to come on chain. There is such a massive opportunity right now in the digital asset ecosystem, considering where we are, for digital asset projects, blockchain organizations that are focused on real-world asset tokenization. And XDC and the XDC network are 110% focused on that. Now, let's just digest this fundamental report that was posted by Trade Enabler. All right, this is from October 17, 2024. As of time of recording, it is the 21st, so it is only a couple of days old. This event is actually ongoing right now. CYPRX 2024. You can see this is taking place the 21st through the 24th of October, hosted by Trade Enabler, World KYC, and the XDC network. So let's just read this. This is massive because of what it says here in this fundamental piece. Making compliance with real-world assets on blockchain reality. Now, this is going to be a little bit boring, but massive, especially if you're an XDC holder or you're new to XDC. The tokenization of real-world assets is set to revolutionize securitized trading by bringing liquidity. I highlighted that in blue. Bringing liquidity, transparency, and efficiency to traditional markets. Take a second and listen to what this gentleman here has to say.
In these markets so far is over-collateralized loans, right? I have to have 3 times the amount of the loan to get a loan. That's not realistic. What Trade Tech is doing through Securitized and on XDC is bringing value onto the chain. And when I say value, it means appreciation of an off-chain asset that just gets brought into the network as a single-sided staking or a single-sided yield. That's gone away, right? Like, you haven't really heard single-sided staking in a while because it doesn't work. You're giving away tokens. But if you can bring in profit or appreciation from the off-chain space into the on-chain space.
Now, this is a gentleman talking at an event that was hosted on April 22nd, 2024, and he is sitting directly next to Andre Kasterman, and you can see XDC network tokenization of real-world assets in the background. And what is he talking about? He talked about bringing liquidity on chain utilizing XDC network, how Securitize and Trade Tech are doing exactly that, right? Take that into consideration, how in this fundamental piece now in October is discussing and talking about the same exact thing. However, compliance remains a significant concern for institutions looking to adopt blockchain technology. Ensuring that asset transfers meet regulatory requirements, such as verifying accredited investor status, screening for sanctioned countries, and adhering to custodial stipulations is paramount. Compliance officers may be apprehensive about integrating blockchain, but Trade Enabler and World KYC change that narrative. I repeat, Trade Enabler and World KYC are changing that narrative. We believe blockchain is a compliance officer's best friend, not a foe. Our solutions demonstrate, this is again, Trade Enabler solutions demonstrate how blockchain tech can enhance transparency, security, and regulatory adherence in ways traditional systems cannot match. This is such a massive fundamental piece. We are dedicated to making compliance seamless in the world of tokenized assets. Again, this is coming from Trade Enabler by bringing decentralized compliance mechanisms to the SWIFT network and leveraging the ZenFin powered XDC network. You all see how massive that is. We bridge the gap between traditional finance and the innovative possibilities of blockchain technology, while SWIFT is enhancing its infrastructure to support the global movement of digital assets, as highlighted in their article, Streamlining the Global Movement of Digital Assets and Currencies. The compliance aspect requires additional solutions. So check this out. It says, Trade Enabler offers an opportunity to integrate robust decentralized compliance into SWIFT's network, ensuring that all regulatory requirements are met without sacrificing efficiency or security. And Trade Enabler leverages the XDC network, and they're trying and attempting to integrate into SWIFT. You all see this right now. Trade Enabler has already demonstrated its commitment to bridge traditional finance and blockchain by tokenizing letters of credit into NFTs on the XDC network. This integration provides immutable records, global accessibility, and by collaborating with World KYC, they offer comprehensive compliance solutions that include accredited investor verification, sanction screening, age verification, and custodial compliance. Our decentralized protocols automate compliance checks and making the transfer of tokenized assets both secure and compliant across the SWIFT network and the XDC blockchain. Go ahead and smash that thumbs up button and subscribe. This is such a massive fundamental piece right here. Last but not least, it says, by combining SWIFT's evolving infrastructure with Trade Enabler's innovative blockchain integrations and compliance solutions on the XDC network, we make compliance with real-world assets on blockchain a reality. And you guys heard the gentleman just a second ago on stage and in the personal interview with the XDC network individual mention trillions of dollars real-world asset tokenization. And you can see here through this fundamental piece that the XDC network is at the forefront of this. Now, a lot of people will steer shy away from the XDC digital asset because, yeah, I can agree with you guys. It has not performed well comparative to other digital assets this year. But that's not what I'm looking for in an investment long term. I'm looking for partnerships, massive proof of concepts, massive integrations with large organizations, and you can see that's happening behind the scenes. Closed door meetings taking place, partnerships where they're talking about leveraging XDC network with major organizations like Trade Enabler and SWIFT. I mean, you can't get any more bullish than that. However, we can. So let's just jump into this little tiny video clip right here, and I'll end the video here. This, again, individual representative goes on to talk about, this is the gentleman, I hate to butcher his name, Angus, I believe is how you say that, Angus or Angus, head of XDC markets. So what he talks about here is how XDC is going to be listed on massive exchanges in the near future, how they're in negotiations with getting the digital asset XDC listed here, and how it's going to create a massive demand in the near future for this digital asset.
In terms of the long-term vision, please tell us the roadmap.
Yes, absolutely. So the roadmap, we want to get listed on additional exchanges, especially some of the larger exchanges. And those negotiations are very mature now. They've been going on for some time. and a lot of them are actually in the onboarding stage already. So they should be going live in the very near future. In addition to that, we have already some of the best protocols and dApps running on the XDC network, but it's where do you grow from there? That is the absolute key. What's the next step? So we have an incredible in-house incubation lab, which I have a cohort, which I've been through, is really, really quite impressive. But in addition to that, we're also engaged with some of the best external incubators. So that's Tenity, Foundation, Plug and Play, Launchpool. Absolutely excellent names, and the projects that are coming out of them, the innovation is incredible. And they're all building on XDC. So that's the pipeline. And the more people that build on XDC, the more people that will demand XDC, and that will just drive liquidity across the board. Yeah, so in addition to obviously the exchanges bringing projects on board, at the moment, if we look at the XDC holders, they're predominantly retail actually. And XDC has never actually taken external VC money. It's been organically grown, which is incredible for the size of the project to have never had external funding from that perspective. But institutional money, especially in 2024 where we are, they are engaged in digital assets in a very, very strong way. So we have a strong internal network, and we will be engaging with these real money. So this is institutional clients, wealth managers, family offices, but also leveraging our partners. So we have securitized in the US, as I mentioned. We've got Archax, we've got SBI, we've got our market makers. They have some of the best clients in the world. We need to get XDC engaged with them as much as anything. And so that's just on the institutional side. But retail is also absolutely pertinent to our success. So this is why we're also engaging with some of the largest retail trading platforms, some of them which have in excess of 30 million users. So we're in negotiations to have XDC listed there, which will be a massive driver of demand for the XDC token.
So am I bullish on the digital asset XDC? Absolutely. Are there short-term headwinds that could create some price depreciation in the near term? Yes, but I will be seeing that as an opportunity if that does unfold to accumulate more, because I have a firm belief that this digital asset is going to perform very well over the next couple of years, especially as we head into a utility cycle. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. If you enjoyed today's video, smash that thumbs up button and subscribe. And with all of that in mind, I will see you all in the next video breakdown.